What's up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here, and we are back in the world of Minecraft, and I have gotten a slightly festive skin. I'm the evil Grinch. Of course, it's not quite Grinchy enough and looks a little scary, but I guess that'll work. We're going to have a couple cool things for you guys over the next couple days. Specifically, we're going to be doing a Q&A and a few other things, which I'll post videos about over the next couple days. But today, I wanted to kind of fill you in on some of the drama that happened on the server. Specifically, Karma's a bitch. Now, this is our base. Now, you're going to notice it looks very walled in. Didn't used to be walled in. This used to be my actual little base. Right here, this little small thing here. But as you can see, I now have a wall erected around my base, and not all. Well, where did these pigs come from? Here, guys, come here, come here. Y'all need to have a little baby. Come here, piggy. Come here. Apparently, pigs don't work, but okay, who cares? Anyways, you'll notice we've got a nice little ditch running around our base, about 4 blocks wide. And the reason we have said ditch, not only that, but you can notice it kind of drops a little bit. That's pretty nasty drop. And yes, we have done this all legitimately with pickaxes and such, me and Ping together. So, but the reason we did that is we had a few people who shall remain nameless try and take over our base by dragging creepers in, because creeper is basically the only way to breach a wall through protections, since you can't place TNT. And we may change TNT. I'm honestly not leaning towards using TNT, but we'll see. I'm open for things. But anyways, with this 4 block here, you can't set a creeper off here and it'll do any damage to the wall. You basically would have to launch the creeper from here, which would be very hard to do. And if you timed it right, you could probably blow up somewhere right, maybe, where is it? Right around here or so. Well, even if you blew up there, you're still going to be too high up off of the ground down here, once we finish, of course, to get inside the base. And even if you can, you still can't break blocks, so it'd be a pretty big pain in the ass. And we, of course, have our inner base here, which will be sealed. And we're going to make this wall a lot prettier. We had a group that was tried really hard to ruin things. And you can see over here, this poor person got creepered as well, and that's just kind of the douchebag stuff that these folks were doing. So to give you guys a little bit of an idea, this is one way to protect yourself, and that seems to work fairly good. Another way to protect yourself is what a group over here did. And this works really well if you levitate your base, like you can see with this little tree house here. With a levitated base, even if you set off creepers down below, you're just going to blow the supporting structures and you can't get up onto the actual base itself. The only drawback to this is if your area is fairly close to, say, sorry, I wanted to get rid of that chunk. If you're close to an area that you don't claim, then they can build up and then kind of make a jump and might be able to land inside your base. So you'd still want to make sure that it's fairly secure. But over the next couple days, we're going to be taking a look at some of the stuff that people have done. This is fairly new, actually. But we'll be taking a look at some of the structures and things that people have done. I did want to show you guys, we've got a really cool builder, and I believe his name is pronounced Tijn, but it's T-I-J-N, and I forget where he's from. Actually, I think we went ahead this way, if I recall. I think he's from Holland or Finland or something along those lines, but he does really amazing, massive structure builds. And any of you guys who've watched my channel for any period of time, you know Pyro has the creativity of a kumquat. So I'm not real good when it comes to building stuff, and it doesn't take much to impress me. I mean, like this base over here, this is Meaty's base. Meaty is another YouTuber. He's got, I mean, that base is pretty cool looking. I gotta admit, he's got it nice and level. He was getting griefed as well earlier, but that base over there has nothing on this base over here. This is insane, and this is what Tijn built. I keep calling him Tijan because English, but anyways, this is what he built. It looks really nice. You can see he's done a real good job on these structures. They're massive, and he's even got the little, up there on the top, he's got the nice little flags blowing in the breeze and whatnot. And he was trying to have this fountain here. Unfortunately, the problem with the fountain is this is in a frost biome, and as you can see, the water freezes, and that kind of makes things a little bit of a bummer. So he's been trying to figure out a way to make the fountain work and not freeze. And this is what... Oh, I'm in creative mode. That's a bummer. Here, let me find a bucket of water. It's probably going to freeze real quick, but I can at least show you guys what the fountain's supposed to look like. So it's kind of cool looking, you know? Have that in the center. But anyways, he's working on our spawn, and we will eventually be building a spawn, or moving our spawn to this location once he finalizes it. And as he is way more talented at building than I am, I think it'll be really pretty to see what he finalizes doing. But I'll have Meatys and Tijn's channel in the description below. If you like epic builds, then I strongly recommend checking out Tijn's channel. And if you like general douchebaggery and penis jokes, then Meaty is the guy you want to definitely hang out with. Alright, so let me show you my base real quick. Now this is the inside. I showed you guys the outside earlier. This is our little farm. I don't even know why we have this here. We were playing around with something to see if we could make a certain addition to our little spot here, but it didn't work. We've been making lots and lots of crops to get our stuff, to get our economy going, because you can sell a lot of these things. Here, these are our sheep that I have been breeding happily. I've got the colors going nicely, and I believe I've got two white sheep in here that I need to breed so I can continue to colorize them. Hopefully those two will get together. Oh, hi guys. Hi. Hi. Now we'll just go ahead and let all of you guys have wild, vigorous sex with whoever you want. There we go. So I'm gonna have to thin this herd a little bit later on, but for now it's working out pretty good, and we'll be able to have pretty much infinite stocks of wool. And colored wool is something that's kind of rare, at least at the moment. This is our reed farm. Reed farms are amazing for raising herbalism in MCMMO. And then something I want to show you as well. This right here. This was donated by Monsuna, or Monasua, or I don't know how you pronounce his name. Monsanua. It's right there in the middle of your screen. Anyways, he, she, it. I don't know which it is. I think it's a guy, but he's got a chick skin, so you never really know with those type of folks. But he and his faction were kind of giving us a hard time yesterday, and just generally being douchebags and trying. They're why we built our wall, and they actually breached our house once with a creeper and started torching things and just generally trying to be a nuisance, and that's why we had to build our massive little structure here. Well, he had been running... We have a map plugin that works with our server, and if you look at the map, you can see where everybody moves. Well, he kept teleporting way over here, and I'm going to go show you this if it's still here. He may have moved it. But he kept teleporting way out here in the ocean, and we couldn't figure out why. Because, you know, this is not exactly one of the easiest places to get to. Yeah, it's right over here. Well, there were a bunch of reeds over here for no reason, and I couldn't figure out why there were reeds. Yeah, he's destroyed the base, but this was it. Wow, this has been grief to hell. Yeah, he totally took care. We didn't do this, but he had an enchanting table and a bunch of other stuff down here under the sea, but he thought it was a nice secret hidden base, and so he didn't claim it with his faction. And you never want to not claim your base on a faction server, because it's just asking to get owned. And if he had claimed it, then we wouldn't have been able to get in. But since I saw him moving over there with the map, and they'd been douchebagging it up with us all day, we decided to pay him a visit. So we came over here and looted all of their stuff and kind of made out pretty good. And then he logged on, got mad, came over and tried to kill us. He kills me, and then that little hole that we'd spent all day digging, he tried to kill Ping and apparently tripped and fell into our trap. So he kind of fell to his death, died, and apparently he was so confident in his owning skills that he had about 30 diamonds on him. So me and Ping ended up getting one of the first enchantment tables on the server. And it's been kind of difficult to do because the books, there's not enough cows on the server. So I kind of wish we'd gotten some of the fights on camera. Of course, they weren't really fights. It was mainly just me getting owned. So in the future, I'm going to try and get all of that stuff on camera so you guys can witness the ownage and the owning firsthand. But did want to kind of catch you guys up on what's been going on the server. FTB, we are waiting. The Dungeoncraft server is going to update as soon as FTB goes, I almost said gold, but as soon as Red Power is included. So I'm hoping that's going to be in a week or so. Or less. I believe LRM made the statement that she is taking a couple days off work to finalize it. So, oh, and this is a TNT cannon they were going to use on us. We ended up claiming it so that they couldn't. Little bastard people. So, anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. I wanted to kind of show you guys around. There'll be some more FTB content coming shortly. Hopefully you guys are liking this content. Would love to see you on the server. The address is going to be in the video description below. So head on down there, join us on the server, come kill Pyro. Have a blast, and you might end up in one of my YouTube videos. So if you liked the video, click the like button. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip.